we even supposed to begin for Burst Protocol? Now make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. This is where we are right now with Burst Protocol visually. And Respect YGO does a crazy job with putting together these visuals and showcasing, what we're missing. But we are over the halfway mark now with this set. We are missing 29 cards. But the cool thing is if you know how these sets work, you can kind of start to put together puzzle pieces, and you can start to guess, oh, hey, where are these themes going to show up, and how are they going to show up? Now, 4, 5, and 6 is going to probably be, it's in the section of like anime support, or, the, what we like to call the legacy support power upgrades, because do pay attention to 7, 8, 9, which are all dedicated to your assault mode monsters, while 1, 2, and 3 are your new rocket support. So, judging by this, I'm wondering if this is where we're going to see something, rock related, possibly. I would like to see Magnet Warriors come into play and get some support, but then I guess that's interesting because we already got a Magnet Warrior V-Jump promo, so then I don't really know what they could toss in here to do that. Now, 20 through 27 is a mystery to me, considering the fact that, we had the new theme, and then we had the Random Fiend support, and then we had the Dark Lord stuff. I'm not exactly sure what's going to go in there. And there's also the question of what's going on with 30. Now, 30 can do one of two things. 30 can end up being another ritual monster slot, which would be interesting because we have the Ritual Pendulum at 31, or this ends up being another free agent slot with the number coming off of 29, which usually is deemed the pack filler, is usually the best way to go about that. So I'm a little bit curious right now that what we could be trying to slot in there, because I don't know what one single theme that could deserve a ritual monster would be, especially if it's just a one-of all things. But we'll have to wait and see. And then there becomes the question of 34, 35, which we have a couple of missing fusion monsters here. Now, you are also dropping the support in between, you're going from Boral to DDD to Unknown to Dark Lord and to the Draco Tail monster. So whatever these are, I would assume that these would have to be associated with possibly whatever's going on in 4, 5, and 6. And then there's also the question of 4142. Is 4142 going to be, more Exceed monsters? Are we going to be seeing some of this? Or are we going to be dedicating some slots to Synchros here? Because you are painting the picture here of dropping this directly after all the themes. I mean, as you can kind of see, there is a pattern here with this. So does 41, 42 become free agent slots, or what? Also 45, 44, and 46 all potentially being, Exceed monsters, with 51 being a question mark of either it being a spell card or another Link monster. There's not a lot to fundamentally work with here. And also, we do know that 53 should be a spell card. Same thing with 64, 66. And then 68, 69 should be spell cards. That leaves 77, 78, 79, 80 as component trap cards, which typically 80 ends up being a meme-ish trap card. But the thing you've got to look at with this set, though, is you're also missing the entirety of the assist pack down here. Now, the assist pack in the OCG is typically this form of reprints that they choose to reprint to support cards within this set. Now, some of the biggest ones that I could see going into the assist pack are probably going to be some of those old assault mode monsters, because there just isn't high numbers of printings for these things. But the last time that we had this assist pack, they did a massive reprint dump on, you know, a lot of the Lunalight cards. I mean, Lunalights, I think, took up half of the assist pack. So my question becomes here, what can we dump into this assist pack to really make it look good? Because, I mean, we already did Block Dragon. We've already done Adamancipator. I guess we could do the rest of the Adamancipator stuff in here, but then that becomes the question of what's going on with rocks at this point, because that's been my biggest question mark with this whole set being painted so far. It has been, what in the hell are we doing with rocks? Why is Block Dragon? Why did we get a Magnet Warrior? Why is Adamancipator going on? And where do we plug this in at? Do we go 4, 5, and 6 for plugins for this? Are they going to be Fusion? Are they going to be Synchro? Are they going to be Exceed based? Because there is just so much oddities here that you can kind of see. And that's why I said, looking at the whole picture here as what's going on, we can see these things being slotted. And I wouldn't be surprised to see, once again, I mean, 30 be that ritual slot. And then we plug in, say, like 53 ends up being a support card for 30. But then the next question is, you know, will it be a 3-card theme? Your takeaways with this set have been very, very, very strong. We know that rocks should be getting something in here because of all of the hints. We already brew the Crimson Blader hint, which was the Assault Mode monster. I never would have guessed that in 10,000 years. There's nothing else. The only other one that we're missing as of filming this is it was the spaceship thing. It was the Gradius or the BES monster, which, I mean, they could very easily toss that in the 20 through 27 slot as like a one-up card. Konami likes to do this thing. And like I said, you guys ask me about patterns all the time. We'll always look at the OCG tournament packs. These reprints indicate things that's to come. Now, if we do get a massive info drop on the assist pack, it'll be crazy. And that would be able to plug in all this other info. But it becomes on, now that you've only got 29 cards left, if we do get a live stream here, you're realistically going to blow anywhere from 12 to 14 cards. It takes us down to 15. All right, judging by everything, I'm expecting the live stream to be next week. Quite possibly on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And then that will leave Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 card of the days, with potential for maybe 2 cards per each day, which would leave you with 4-ish filler cards left, which leaves your 80, 79 slots, 68, 69, and quite possibly like 26, 27, or maybe even 30 on those filler slots. So, interesting. I don't know, man. Judging by what we're seeing so far with this set, like, the crown is the most important card here, but there's also the fact of Konami could squeeze in another Dominus trap card in here. We are still, we're 2 weeks away. We still have 2 major Wednesdays of reveals. I wouldn't be surprised to see Konami dump, a powerhouse Dominus card into this set and use the Crown and the Dominus Trap card both as selling points for this set. Konami knows what they have to do to push this set. And judging by how things are right now, Crown's going to be one of the most chaotically broken cards, kind of going forward here. So I guess we're just going to have to do our best in figuring things up. The only things I can tell you to pick up for the future here is going to be rocks. It very much is that. The ritual guess is potentially there, but it could end up just being another filler card. Another pendulum card even at that point for the monsters by the plugins. But there's a lot of, this set is very extra deck heavy, and I think it's one of the craziest things about this, because you don't really get to see these big extra deck slots anymore. But like, this took up 20 cards for the extra deck in this set, and that's crazy to me. I guess this also means no Eniacrypt in Phantom Revenge support until next set. It's kind of disappointing to think about, unless that's what slot 30's for. guess that is a possibility. But what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.